Is it possible to change things? Can I rise above the flood? Will the process cleanse my soul?
Hey guys, welcome back to In the Blood. My name is AC Bergen-Fischer, and this episode almost didn't happen. Not because of some big dramatic reason, just the simple frustration of a corrupted file. Well, earlier this week, Jason and I had a great conversation. It was one of those episodes where everything just seemed to click. But it seems as though the digital gremlins had other plans because the recorded file is corrupted and unusable. So I'll be honest, my first reaction wasn't exactly zen. There's something uniquely infuriating about losing something that we put so much love into, that feeling of this was going to be really good. And instead, I've got a beautiful video of both of us with no audio at all. When I told Jason, he just shrugged and said, "Freaking Zoom." He acknowledged it, but he didn't dwell on it. And that was a good reminder for me because my first instinct was to be mad. Mad at the software, mad at the lost time, and maybe even mad at myself for not asking him to also record on his end. But Jason, he just took a breath and moved on with his day. And that got me to thinking, this moment, this frustration is exactly the kind of thing mindfulness helps with. You know, we tend to think of mindfulness as something we practice in quiet, peaceful moments, maybe meditating or focusing on our breath. But that's not where it's needed most. It's needed right here in moments like this, when things don't go our way, when we hit unexpected roadblocks, when disappointment sneaks up on us. Mindfulness isn't about pretending you're not frustrated. It's about noticing your reaction, acknowledging the feeling, and deciding what to do next. The file was gone. That was a fact. And no amount of frustration was going to bring it back. So, what now? I had two choices. I could sit in that frustration, replaying the moment where I saw the error message over and over in my head and letting it ruin my day. Or I could accept it. I could adjust and I could move forward. And that's where mindfulness comes in. It's not about denying reality. It's about learning to work with it. One of the first things I did was just breathe. It sounds too simple to make a difference, but it does. Because when we're overwhelmed, our breath brings us back to the present. It stops our minds from spiraling into what should have been, what could have been, and focuses on what is. So if you ever find yourself in a moment like this, whether it's a tech failure, a canceled plan, or something bigger, try this. Pause. Take a deep breath. Inhale through the nose, hold for a second, and exhale through the mouth. Okay, I'm frustrated. I feel disappointment. This really sucks. Then ask yourself, what now? Because disappointment demands an answer. Either we sink into it or we shift our focus to what comes next. And that's when I reminded myself, we lost the recording, but we didn't lose the conversation. The insights, the laughter, the connection, those things didn't just disappear because the recorded audio did. Jason and I still had that shared time together. The exchange still mattered. And that's something I keep coming back to. When things don't go as planned, when expectations aren't met, it's easy to focus on what's lost. But if I shift my perspective, I can see what's still there, what remains. And often that's more important than whatever I thought I was holding on to. I also find myself thinking a lot about impermanence, something that's been a big part of my philosophical journey. Everything changes, nothing lasts forever. And that includes digital files, it includes plans, and it even includes my own expectations. And that thought can either be depressing or it can set me free. Because if everything is temporary, that means that even frustration is temporary. Even disappointment fades. And even when things don't go the way I want, I've always got the opportunity to adjust, to try again, and to create something new. Jason and I lost the recording, but we didn't lose the conversation. We didn't lose the insights. And here I am now sharing something that I might not have thought to talk about otherwise. And honestly, sometimes the best thing we can do is just shrug it off like Jay did. Because what else can we do? Freaking Zoom, right? Of course, some disappointments aren't as easy to shake off, and some losses feel bigger and more personal. And when that happens, mindfulness doesn't mean forcing yourself to be okay. It just means letting yourself not be okay without getting stuck in it. Instead of replaying what went wrong, shift your focus to what you need right now. Instead of assuming that things will always be this way, remind yourself that feelings change even when it doesn't seem like they will. Instead of letting the disappointment define the whole experience, find the part that can still be salvaged. You don't have to rush to fix everything. Just take the next small step forward. So, the corrupted file, frustrating, annoying, but in the grand scheme of things, just another reminder that things don't always go as planned, and that's okay. Every time we practice mindfulness, whether it's with something small like this or something much bigger, we build the ability to face the next challenge with more clarity and resilience. So the next time something doesn't go your way, pause, notice your reaction, feel what you feel, but don't let it take over. And when you're ready, take a breath and ask yourself, what now? Anyways, guys, thanks for spending time with me on this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and I will see you next time. One love.